guys, my name is Meldas Mabina. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe before we even dive into anything, please, because I know y'all just be watching videos, not subscribing. Please subscribe, like, comment, share anything you like. And today's video is gonna be something I've never actually done on my channel. I'm sorry, I keep looking outside. I'm like, Rosie the nosy neighbor. I can't help it. I'll just be anyways, yeah, I wrote 19 things that I learned at the age of 19. You guys don't know this, but on the 4th of June I turned 20 something. Okay, I'm lying, 20 on the dot. 20 me 20 something, not a thing in my name, still a broke ass bitch. Yeah, let me just get right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna be real deep with it because I want you guys to feel like you know me, like take it as a get to know me video. Also, I want to get personal with you guys to an extent because we want to create a friendship here, right? Okay, so the first thing is the fear of death is far greater than death itself. Let me tell you who told me this. One of my best friends, Hasibit Tawang, is the one who told me this. Okay, I was like, let me tell you about him first before I even dive into this. Let me just give him some clout. Okay, like he's the type of person that when you got problems you go to him and he always knows what to say. I'm like, nigga, how the are you Dr. Phil when you need to be? Anyways, he said the fear of death is far greater than death itself, in the context that I was trying to like break up with someone, like someone I'd been seeing for so long, and I couldn't imagine a life without that person. I was like, oh my god, like I feel like we have to break up, it's just not working. But if I do break up with the dude, like I don't know what my life is gonna be without him. And he was like, the fear of death is far greater than death itself. And let me tell you, I actually did break up with a nigga and I was so content. Great advice. Two, seeing people for what they could be and not for what they are can mess you up because you keep waiting for them to be like, to unleash that good that you see in them. Like a lot of good people always see the best in everyone and they refuse to see the bad. Like you can't wait for a bad person to be good. Like that's not your job. Your job is to be patient, but the patience, there has to be an extent where you're like, I'm done, like I'm leaving. You're never gonna change because you keep waiting. Like sis, you will be waiting till Jesus comes if you keep waiting for people to unleash the good in them. Okay, like just don't do that to yourself. Number 3, your opinion is about to change as you grow and gain more experience with things, period. Like I cannot stress this enough. Let me tell you, let me not make this deep, but just say when I was younger I used to want to be an auditor. My mom's uncle studied internal auditing and I was like studying his books at the very young age of like, I don't know, freaking 12 years old, and I was so invested and I was like, oh my god, I want to be an auditor. And then I went to school and I was like, bro, but like I like natural sciences, I like science, like I was so intrigued by it. And then I wanted to do like astronomy and like I went on and I ended up doing computer application technology and I started liking IT. So like I've gone through so many changes just by experiencing things, you see. Also, I used to die for BMW cars, like oh my god, I was such a fanatic. And then I grew up, I was like, oh my god, like Audi really do be slapping though, like nah bro, like nah Audi, I'm cuffing you, hon. And like I've been stuck on Audi ever since. See, your opinions change. Pain can change you. Oh my god, I wish I knew this. And after pain has changed you, it's very hard to go back to the person you originally were, to be the good-hearted, unguarded person. It changes you. It makes you build up walls that you won't let anyone climb. You won't let anybody take down those walls because you're protecting yourself, because you know what it feels like to be vulnerable and be hurt. Like pain, sis, it does not only hurt you in the sense that you're done with niggas, you're done with girls, but like in a sense that you're not the same person. Even if you love, like you now have boundaries. You're like, I love you, but to a certain extent, not all the way. Stay there, love me from over there, stuff like that. Number 5, sorry, you shouldn't change because someone did you wrong. Like this is also in context to the 4th one. like that's their brand, not yours. Like we make the mistake of letting people change us a lot of times. Like when people hurt us, like at some point we forgive, right? Surely you don't forget, but you do forgive, and then after some time and after some instances of forgiving, there comes a time where you're like tired and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do you wrong back. Like, nah, I'm not taking this no more, honey, nah. And when you do that, you're changing. And like that's not your brand. You will not be happy doing the things that people do just because you want to get back at them. That is not your brand. Use a good-hearted person. Use an angel. Stay an angel. Period. The sixth, in your lifetime, you will go through so many changes that even your preferences will change. Preferences do change. When you're young, you think you like things, you have certain standards, you're like, you know, I'm never gonna put myself in a situation where I'm gonna be this and that, and then you grow up and you get into those very same situations you told yourself you'd never be in, and now you have to compromise. You lower your standards for people. Oh my god, like, goddamn, life. Abyss. And number 7, oh my god, I'm not coming out, but number 7, you're only straight until you're not. Period. Like, guys, I cannot listen. I used to be like, the idea of dating girls, like the idea of even seeing girls like that, lesbian or not, I'd just be like, not even stars like were appealing to me. I'd just be like, girls, ew, girls, like literally I would gag. But I grew up. Let me tell you, I grew up and I experienced things, and I started catching things for people. Like, goddamn. And then, actually, I'm lying. Alright, I think I was running away from something, because when I was younger, I was always gravitated towards girls. I don't know why. Like, people don't believe me when I tell them that I never used to play house and be a mother to a child and have a husband. I'd always be playing house indoors with a girl. And like, it seemed innocent then, and I brushed it off. I grew up, and then for some time, like, I started, okay, when I grew up, I got older, I started dating dudes, but it wasn't so comfortable. Let me tell you, the first time I kissed a dude, I gagged. The second time, I didn't enjoy it. I was like, oh, maybe something is wrong with me, like something just didn't click. But then as time went on, I got used to it, so I'm like, got fine. And the idea of girls seemed, oh my god, hell to the no. I guess I just hadn't met the right ones. Period. So yeah, I grew up and then I gravitated towards the girls again. There was a point in my life where I literally like wasn't interested in any guys at all. Nothing. Like, just be like, oh my god, that girl, she do be looking fine though. And yeah, that was long. Number 8, who you really are is who you'll always be, no matter how long or how fast you run from it. Period. Let me tell you, they say when I was younger, I was an outspoken person. Like, I'd literally be shutting everyone down. Like, when we're in a choir, like when it's a party, somebody's party, my party, I'd just be singing louder than everybody else, talking louder than everybody else. When we're praying, I'd be loud AF. Like, oh my god, like some of the things they tell me, I'm like, makes sense, you know. Really, it doesn't make sense. Like, look at me now, sis. Look at me now. I'm still the same bitch. Yeah. So I feel like growing up, I became an introvert. Like, I stopped being that loud person. You know, I became more reserved. But now I'm actually starting to be like that person I was back then. I'm like, oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god. It is impossible to brush off or ignore your passion. It will always haunt you. Period. Let me tell you, when I was young, as I've already told you, I was supposedly an outspoken person, all of that, and at the age of like 10, I was already writing songs on some, oh my god, I want to be a star. And little did I know, I didn't actually know how to sing, but I loved music. I loved being in the spotlight. It was my thing. Like, sometimes we'd just be acting with my cousins in the house. I'd be like, let's act. Like, oh my god, I've always loved the spotlight. That's why I think I started a YouTube channel. Like, not necessarily for the money, but like because I love being the center of attention. Number 10, what the heart wants isn't always what the mind wants, and vice versa. Listen, the heart wants what it wants, and the brain thanks for the thanks. It goes both ways. Sometimes your brain is overthinking things that don't exist, but as women, I'm sure, like, we're very intuitive. We feel things first, and then our brains do, like, they just go on a race. They're like, oh, okay, 1 + 1 = 2, and 2 + 2 = 4. So you're telling me sometimes you feel like, oh, your heart cannot live. You feel like, oh my god, I can't lose this thing, I can't lose this person, like I would never survive without them, oh my gosh. But the brain is like, girl, you'll be better off. Like, literally, what are you wasting time on? You're wasting your time, girl, get out. Do you want me to beg for you? Stuff like that. And number 11, you're the only person who's capable of giving people access to you. I cannot stress this enough. Like, we have this thing as people, we have this thing of giving people access to ourselves. Like, sometimes way too much access. Like, don't make yourself easily accessible. Don't be the person that people will just hit up when they need help, and you'll be there for them, and you haven't even spoken to the person in years, but when they need help, they know to hit you up and you respond. Like, no, sometimes you just have to be like, nah, sorry, can't, busy, because if people only do that because they know they have full access to you, they can come back and forth, they can come in and out of your life as they please, they will never respect you, and they will never value you. Right? If you can't keep me in your life on a daily, or like keep in contact every now and again, don't keep in contact at all, period. Get out. Number 12, sometimes you need to be both secretive and private. I know people have this thing of saying, okay, there's a difference between privacy and secrecy, okay? Sometimes you need both, okay? Like, sometimes, okay, let me say private in terms of relationships. Like, if you're like me, myself, wanting to be a brand or all of that, I might want to keep my relationship private. Like, I might make it known to the world that, no, I have a boyfriend, no, I have this and that, no, I'm married, no, I'm not married. Let's not get the wrong ideas, but like I'm saying, hypothetically speaking, right? I'll be telling you all that, but it doesn't mean I have to post my husband, my boyfriend in everything. Like, that's called privacy. There is someone in my life, but you don't necessarily have to know who it is and what we do when we do it, right? And then secrecy. Let me tell you the thing with people, right? Not everybody wants to see you succeed. Not everybody wants to see you happy, and not everyone is going to be happy for you all the time. So if you keep your stuff secret, like if you're making money moves, keep it secret till like it's actually booming, till it's in full operation. Because there's a thing, like, hearts can jinx things, right? Like, if I'm not happy for you and you told me about something, I'll be like, she really thinks she all that, huh? And like, hearts like, hearts can curse people, tongues can curse people, people say things, people think things, people feel things that will jinx your stuff. Being a period, this 13th one, I'm in love. Being a housewife isn't such a bad idea after all. Listen, okay, like, being in lockdown, I recently moved in with my boyfriend of 5 years, I think 5 to 6 years now. Don't make me a bad girlfriend. I don't even know when our anniversary is, Anyways, being a housewife, I now realize, like, not a housewife that doesn't work at all, like I said, I want to be a brand, all of that. Being a housewife that earns money from home, that's being still smart. I feel like it's not such a bad idea. Like, my boyfriend goes to work, comes back, and like, I spend the rest of the day here. It's really a life I'm actually working towards. I do not want to work. I've worked before, but like, now I'm really done working. Like, I literally don't want to work a day in my life. Because I've worked harder for lesser money. Now I want to be a brand. I want all the proceeds to go to me. I want to be a housewife. Okay. Number 14. You are who you associate yourself with. Let us not lie to us. Like, it's one thing to lie to people, but to lie to yourself, girl, what a shame. What a shame. Period. Listen, like, people have this thing of defending their friends. People have this thing of defending their friendships. Like, no, mom, like, just because they do that, I don't do that. Like, you might think that for now, but there's gonna come a time when your friends do worse things, and then you start doing bad things, and then you console yourself with, but like, my friends do worse, so I'm not really like them, so but you're still doing bad things, and it's only a matter of time till you start actually being like them. Like, you can't be friends with a thief and not be a thief. I don't care what y'all gotta say. I honestly don't care what y'all gotta say, but that's that on that. Number 15, there are people who complain that the course is challenging. Listen, I'm a third year student. Okay, well, let me say 2.3. I'm doing it 2.3. Yeah, that's me. And there are people who complain that the course is challenging, and there are people who help us complain that the course is challenging, meaning they actually study, they're actually thriving, they're on top of things, they're floating while we're drowning, right? Because all we do is complain and not actually work. And they work and they help us complain, so we're like, oh, we're all in this together. But when the results come out, you're like, hold the f up. You said the course was challenging. How you got a 90 when we got a 20 and you said the course is challenging too? Like, make that make sense. Number 16, not everyone has to be your friend, and you really don't want to share your energy with people who don't deserve it. Like, listen, you don't gotta be friends with, like, sure, you can be friendly with everyone if it's needed. As good of a person you might be, there has to be limits, okay? Because let me tell you, I don't know if I'm the only person or if there's other people like me, but I have a thing with energy. I have a thing with intuition. Like, I feel energies, I feel vibes. When the vibe is not right, I can't pursue it. And being around energy, it's kind of, I don't know, it messes up with your energy too. So you want to make sure that the people you keep as your friend are people that are genuine and you both have genuine energy towards each other, because you don't want to get mixed up in all that bad energy, weird vibes by trying to be friends with everybody. Nuh-uh. Give me 0, man. Period. Number 17, good memories of bad people will mess you up. They will leave everything messed. Because, like, you're constantly holding on to the memories of the person. Like, sometimes you're not even in love with the person anymore. You're just in love with the memories y'all made together, and you're hoping against hope that maybe somehow, someday that person will change, and you know, the things that, like, those memorable things you did, you'll do again, and the person will be that person. Like, nah. So holding on to good memories of bad people will mess you up. You don't want to do that. No, ma'am. Number 18, it's okay to put yourself first sometimes. Like, I have a problem, okay? It took me growing up to realize that my grandpa, he's like a big deal, works at a pharmaceutical. He apparently checks like medicines, and I brag about him all the time. But the thing is, like, I feel like most of the time family members expect to, like, they just hit him up when they need help, and they expect him to just come through, help them, you know, and as if like he's not a human being and he's just an age. And then I grew up, and then I started like earning some money for myself, and I got to a point where with the little I had, I wanted to make my family happy, but I'm the one working hard, and that really messed me up. Like, goddamn, now I see it. Now I see why he be doing the things that he be doing. Like, he is tired. Everybody just be hitting him up when they need help. It's like, that's not the way it's supposed to work. Number 19, if you don't knock, doors won't open. Period. Let me close the computer and get deep into this one. Okay, like, I know we think opportunities are supposed to show themselves. Sometimes if you don't chase them, it'll never happen. If you don't pursue things, nothing will ever happen. And if you don't start things, you'll never make any progress, right? You gotta start, work with what you got, and doors of opportunities will just open up as you go on. With that being said, that's the last one. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Tell them about me, tell them to come subscribe. And yeah, until the next video, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.